You test positive again. You stay with me. This isn't a second chance, it's the last one. Judge Fleischer doesn't yell. He just makes it clear.
Yay! Are you dad? Stepdad. I'm so happy you're here. This is great. I'm going to bring him out now. And I got to say, I'm happy that you didn't bond him out. Great. He needs to learn that it's not a joke. And I think that so far he's been taking it as a joke. So essentially what we did was I had him evaluated to see what's going on in his life, what he's doing, where he's going. It's not gone well, you know. 9th grade education, got his GED, which is great, but it looks like it's just gone downhill. Coming up, Mr. Krumholtz.
I need the slide.
Guys, if you go that.
No, family.
No, you can't.
Come on around.
Okay, it's a security
I need
issue.
you this way for me. That way. Counselor, I need you. Step this way. There you go. All right.
So the deal is this, is that the alcohol is kind of ravaged him. You know, we have self-destructive behavior. We've got memory loss, blackouts. From what is reported, wants to stop but can't stop kind of thing. The report says and indicates that you are to do intensive outpatient treatment program followed by supportive outpatient treatment program. I want to give you the chance to do this, Mr. Krumholtz, but I want you to understand that I'm not playing games. And that's why you are now still sitting in orange. And I'm not going to play this game with you again. I will give you but one opportunity to try to do this on your own. And if you're incapable of stopping, if you're incapable of doing it on your own, then I'm going to put you into an inpatient treatment facility. It's going to happen. It's whether are you going to be able to do it on your own? If not, then we're going to do it my way. And you're not going to like the way that I do it. But it's going to happen one way or the other. And I can extend you for the next 3 years, and I'll do it in a heartbeat to make sure that you're clean and sober. Not only does he have the case with us, but he has another one in another county. I don't know. Have you spoken to Mr. Elick yet? Okay. The problem is this, is that how are you going to pay for it?
How's he going to pay for it?
Because while he's in custody, I can pay for things. When he's out of custody, I can't pay for it. And I'll tell you, the intensive outpatient is around $500 to $600. How are you going to pay for this, Mr. Krumholtz? When is the last time you've had a job?
I haven't had work in about a month, but
beforehand,
landscaping, like I said, Your Honor. And around this time is when I start doing Christmas lights. Well, my stepdad does the same thing, but I kind of learned from him, so I typically do it around the season.
There's no greater role model than a dad or a mom, really.
Think you'll be able to pick up enough business to pay for, you know, pay for this?
Do you think he'll qualify for TAP funding?
I'm not sure what he reported to the probation officer. I can do another financial affidavit and see if he qualifies for TAP.
Okay, we're going to have you do an affidavit, financial affidavit, in hopes that you can qualify so that we can pay for it for you. If I can't, I want to pay for it for you. If I can, I will. That way you don't have to worry, because money is an additional stress that we don't need. I want him to have a device though. Okay. Yeah, I want you to have a device so that I know that you're not consuming alcohol. If the one time you consume alcohol, you will get another warrant and you will stay with me this time. And I'm going to tell you now, the treatment facility, the program is a minimum 6 to 8 months if you respond well to treatment. If not, you could be potentially there for 1.5 years in a treatment facility. Do you understand? It's going to happen one way or the other. That's it. So once he's released, must have a job within 30 days. So you have your own company, or what about?
Pressure washing, exterior cleaning. We do Christmas lights about this time.
What about Mr. Krumholtz working?
So So we don't have the work right now. I have 2 employees currently. It just wouldn't be fair to.
No, and I'm not asking you to do anything that would, okay?
But I have told David that, in fact, for example, you have 2 weeks of parking lot striping coming up next week that, I would like him to be there. He's an amazing, amazing worker when his head is in the game. When the emotions, all those things get involved.
It's a great sign.
It gets a little more difficult, but.
That's the idea. You got to understand that this life is a journey, Mr. Krumpholz. And I'm going to tell you now, how old are you? You're 22. If you don't have any money, your life really is going to suck. Really, really bad. The divorce rate is so high in this country because of one reason. No one has money. And when you don't have money, what happens? You start fighting. And when you fight, what happens? And it's a cyclical process. It's over and over and over. People fight. They have no money. They have no education. They have no way of getting money. And they can't buy anything. And then they end up fighting and they end up getting divorced. You set yourself up now and you work your ass now so that when you're in your 40s, 50s, and 60s, you have money. You can go on fabulous vacations, fabulous trips. You can buy a Jaguar, go to, a Michelin star restaurant. Landscaping, you will have a very tough life. Unless you're able to have some kind of extravagant, really kick-ass business.
I put a lot of work into it. I'm very creative and it's something I do like to do. I slacked. I haven't been doing what I was supposed to do.
It starts with one thing, a clear head. And as he said, you're an amazing worker when you have a clear head. That's all it takes. Mind over matter. That's what it's about. So I will give you this opportunity. It's the last time. I'm not going to do this again. You test positive again. You pick up a new case. I will keep you with me for a very long time. Do you guys have anything you'd like to add or state?
His name is David. African David, and just like David, he had amazing, had a big heart. My son has a big heart, and he had to go through discipline as well. And I do believe that when David decides to honor God and surrender himself to God, there's going to be a lot of things that will happen for him. But he needs to start with him wanting to be better.
When you get out of here, where are you going?
Probably back to my grandma's house.
So that's what I'm getting at, I'd like to do that. And there's a couple of things that I'd like to do. I want to give him a curfew because I don't think anything good will happen in the middle of the night. I don't want you out in the middle of the night because there's nothing good that happens at 2 a.m. And I don't want you out. I want you to stay with mom so that she knows where you're going at all times. And I want you to either faithfully work or get back into school full time. If it were me, I would have you get back into school because the more education you get, it correlates the more money you make in life. That's it. In life, if something was easy, everybody would be doing it. No, it's very, very difficult to be a doctor. That's why they make so much. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. Landscaping is an easy thing. That's why it's so difficult to make a lot of money in it. But if you get into school, get a great education, and you learn something that not many people know about, sky's the limit. I use this example a lot, and I know I got a lot of people waiting, but I have a friend of mine who, we all made fun of because he worked at Chick-fil-A, right? But he really liked it, and he did really well at it. He started, washing dishes at Chick-fil-A. He now owns 2 Chick-fil-A's, and he's making $400,000 a year, running 2 of the most successful Chick-fil-A's here in this county. Sick money he's making a year. He put his heart, put his soul into it. God, this guy's a limit. That's what's great about this country. That's what you need. And that's what's going to happen. And if not, you stay with me. You understand? So for the time being, you live with mom. You've got a curfew. Job within 30 days. Let's get the TAP funding and then IOP, SOP, And then, so the other thing is that he's got the case in the other county. I don't want him traveling other than having to deal with the case in that county as well.
Which device do you want me to get, the alcohol monitoring device?
The cheapest one, probably the portable device. If you ever have any questions, if you ever have any issues, you know where to find me. I can always help you. If you see him slipping up, just let me know or let Mr. Elick know, and we'll do everything we can to help him. If you ever have any issues, call us, stop by, send me an email. I'm happy to help you in any way. We have another guy that reached out to me yesterday, is having issues, right? So email me and we're doing what we can to try to help him. So that's what it's about. You got to communicate with us and we'll help you. All right? Okay.
Your Honor, I do have a question. Will
Sure.
there be PO reporting?
Every month. Absolutely.
Testing and things like that?
Absolutely. I'm putting a device on him so I know that he's not consuming alcohol. He's going to have to blow into this device daily to prove to me he's not consuming alcohol. He's also going to have to take, weekly drug tests so that we know he's not, no marijuana, no mushrooms, no, nothing. No illegal drugs. You should be clean right now. Good. The next time I test you, if you test positive for marijuana, guess what happens? Right. It's not hard. Mind over matter. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for coming. All right. Good luck. You're charged with possession of a controlled substance. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
Officers were dispatched to an apartment complex in Harris County, Texas, after a neighbor reported she heard an altercation in the apartment above her. When officers arrived, they observed one individual standing on a balcony yelling at someone in the courtyard. And when officers approached the defendant in the courtyard, they noticed he was extremely jittery and stuttering. The officer observed the defendant reach into his pocket and throw something on the ground. The defendant also took off an apron he was wearing and threw it on the ground. In the pocket of the apron, the officers found a Xanax pill weighing 0.5 grams.
Concepcion, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. How old are you, sir? What do you do for a living?
I'm working at Dollar work at Dollar General.
Okay. How much money do you make a month? And who do you live with?
I live with Joshua Johnson.
Who is that?
That guy in first row right there.
Is that your dad?
No, that's just my roommate. It's like a brother.
Come up, sir.
Yeah, I think she's the person we were arguing. I was arguing with.
I talked to the judge. Oh, I don't know how to do this. What we
No, you're okay. You just.
Yeah, don't worry. You're doing great. What's going on with you?
He takes care of me. I've been having some issues at home. Here often, I've been injuring my foot. And right now, while I'm healing up, he has to sometimes pick me up, sometimes like that.
You don't have to touch.
Okay. Help me get around the house. So it's hard without him being in my home. I don't feel safe without him. So, I don't know what's going on. But Your Honor, I want to explain something to you. When he's not around, the Baytown police will go around saying that they're going to find any reason to take this man to jail. Any reason. They just look for a reason. And I get tired of hearing that. When I go out to where my girlfriend works at, have a cup of coffee, I got to listen to this.
Okay.
He's taking care of me right now because my provider services, we're trying to get it back. So, he helps cook because I keep getting food poisoning.
So you guys live in an apartment?
Yes, and it's bad. I tell you, they could have found those on the ground and accused him of it.
I don't want to talk about the case, but whose name is the apartment under?
Mine.
Okay, are you on the lease?
I don't know,
No, not
but
yet.
the managers, they all know me and everything.
The manager's letting him be there to help me out.
Right.
Because sometimes there's some issues with me to get scared a lot. But with him there, I'm safe.
So the only thing I'm going to ask you now, Mr. Concepcion, don't use any dope or alcohol. I'm going to test you. If I find that you're using alcohol and any kind of dope, I'm going to lock you up. Don't use any alcohol or dope. As long as you can do that and stay out of trouble, you'll be fine with me. If you need, I can appoint your lawyer today so you guys can figure out what to do. Do you have any open cases at this time anywhere else?
No.
Can you run an NCIC, please?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to have you sign a reset with Victoria. After that, you're going to get with pretrial years. You're going to sign your bond conditions, just no drug, no alcohol. And then I'm going to have you talk to.
He can't drink or anything? Because he watches me when I'm drinking. That way I don't go outside. I see
This is going to be a problem. Your pressure is an absolute,
Okay.
you know, if you're drinking and you're getting loaded,
He hasn't drank in a long time. Like,
but understand peer pressures.
Oh, I don't know anything about it. You got to explain.
If you're drinking and you're getting intoxicated, the likelihood of him wanting to partake will be very, very, you're not listening.
Okay.
Sir, listen,
Okay.
I'm trying to talk to you.
Yes, sir.
If you were drinking, you're consuming alcoholic beverages and you're doing a lot of it, and he's there, he's going to want to do the same thing.
Yes, sir.
And it's going to create a problem.
Yes, sir.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay.
So be careful what you do, where you go, because you could potentially get him in trouble as well if you're doing something you shouldn't be doing,
Yes, sir.
you know?
Yes, sir.
So I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just saying,
I
be
understand,
careful.
sir. I just
Okay.
never been through this process before.
All right. So let's do this. I'm going to have you sign a reset. After that, I'm going to have you take your seat in the jury box while we find your lawyer, and then we'll go from there. Okay?
Your Honor, it appears he may be on a deferred out of the 263rd for an ag assault.
oh yeah, I've been on it for about 2.5 years.
Asked you if you had any open cases, and you said no.
Oh, I thought you meant like a new case. No, yeah, I've been on probation for about 2.5 years. Yeah, sorry, I thought you meant like anything that's new. That's what they always ask me.
I don't understand.
I drug test you now, what's going to show up?
Nothing.
Sending you now. I want to know what, if anything, is in your system. Yeah, you're on probation for a very serious case where you're looking at what, 2 to 20?
Yeah, this.
Stop. Yeah, it's a second-degree felony, and you're not supposed to get in trouble, and now you've picked up a new case. It's very possible now they issue a felony warrant on your behalf. You're not supposed to get in trouble. I'm sending you now for a drug test. You must come right back. If you don't take the test, if you don't come back, I'm telling you now, I'm going to revoke your PR bond. You're not going to get any more. Do you understand? Okay, so just take a seat from me momentarily. I'm going to send him for a drug test. We're going to have him come back. And then I'm going to give him a lawyer and we'll go from there. But just, everything's okay for the moment, okay? You're fine, okay? All right. I'm going to have you sign a reset, and then I'm going to have you take your seat while we wait for pretrial to send you for a test, okay? Please.
Right this way.
Hi, I have Carol Ramirez. We're set for an update today. She does have her ankle monitor on. She's registered with IOP. She has orientation tomorrow and she starts Saturday.
Okay. Was there anything else that was supposed to happen?
I'm sorry?
She was supposed to be finished with SOP and now registering and for IOP, right? Wasn't that
No,
what?
she had to start. It's IOP first and then SOP. So she has to do IOP.
Weeks ago.
No. We were here
It was not?
not
No?
too long
Let me
ago. I can pull her up, Judge. Do you have Carol Ramirez? Oh, never mind.
I'll pull her up.
If you get there before me. I'm pulling her up, Judge. She's the one, Judge. I don't know if you remember
No,
that.
I remember everything. Yeah.
Okay.
So I have here on 9/13, this is when we amended the agreement to do the 3 days and then scram upon release and do IOP and SOP. That was 9/13.
Yes, and you told her by the time she comes back, she has to be registered, which she is. She has orientation on Thursday and she's starting on Saturday. That's what I have.
Shatori, we're talking about Carol Ramirez.
Talk to her. She had a visit with her officer, and at that point, she wasn't registered. She just sent me over the company she registered with. So I'm gonna call them. And just
She's still pushing it. Still pushing it. I mean,
She goes on Thursday.
same thing. It's over and over. It's, come up, Miss Ramirez. I don't understand why you are still pushing your luck. You were supposed to register immediately upon doing the 3 days as a condition. When did she do the 3 days, please?
September 20th is when she went in, and that Monday, I think, you reinstated her, Judge.
Yes, Judge, it was September 20th.
She did it. She was released on when, the 21st?
The 23rd. 23rd is when she was released.
Released the 23rd. She was supposed to register immediately, starting the IOP. And what day did she register?
Yesterday.
Says her probation officer told her she had a month.
I told you here what you were supposed to do. I'm tired of playing this game, Andrea.
At least
I'm
she's
tired of playing
registered.
this game. It's
Mr.
like,
Sapiens?
you know, when this is what happens when you're too nice. It's over and over. People take advantage of you like crazy. It took 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks for her to sign up for IOP, Andrea. 4 weeks.
Can you, since she's already registered,
No, I mean, I'm done with this. I'm just, what?
let her see if she goes, if she attends? I don't have there's not much that I can say. I don't have much to stand on. But
Doesn't take us seriously.
I'm hoping that you will allow, since she's already registered, you'll allow her.
Let's do this. Let's do this.
Because she has an ankle monitor on. That's on. It's
I'm
on.
gonna send her for a drug test right now. I want to see if anything that she's going to test positive for. And then right now I want to send her for a test. And then I guess we'll talk when she comes back. Because first things first, I want to know if she's clean. If she's not clean, it's over. That's it. But if she's clean, then we'll talk about how we go further.
They
But-
send her back here.
Uh,
How long, so I know how to manage everything else.
I
that I
have
have.
your cell phone, right?
Yes.
I'll text you when she comes back.
Okay.
And I don't know. Just take a seat for me, man.
Judge, if she registered for the classes that will be completed in 6 months.
I'm not doing a 6-month reset for her to do one class a
We
week.
can bring her to court. We can bring her to court for status updates. I'm 100% on board with that. I think that that's actually a very good idea. But what I'm saying is that the probation department feels that she could be helped with the IOP and SOP. That's my understanding. Please correct me if I'm saying something wrong. My understanding is that probation department feels that they could help her with the IOP SOP. I think that to her defense, nobody told her she needs to register, at least as far as I'm aware, 2 to 3 times a week. So
I told her last time we were here.
now when we approached, because I was with her,
Yes,
Judge.
I told
No, I
her.
was with her and I don't remember you saying that.
I told her what you need to have done, and then this is what you register for. When you come back, this is what we're gonna end up doing. Regardless, look, regardless.
What I'm saying is, since the probation department feels that they can help her, if she can register to one of the 3, and I'm gonna bring her up here with, if you decide to allow her to continue, I'm gonna bring her up here and we all talk, so everybody's on the same page. If she does it within like a week, not a month like we did last time.
I'm not ever going to reset her for over 2 weeks at a time
And that's
because I
fine.
can't trust anything to happen.
And that's fine.
And Mr. Lindsay, unfortunately, the way it works is that it's unfortunately, like a little child. They push and they push and they push. And it's childish because they push and they push to see how much they can get away with. And as evidenced here, you sign up the day before court.
This is all predicated on if the court does not rescind its order for supervision.
What I'm going to do now is I'm going to reset her for 1 week. She has 1 week to sign up for the 3-time-a-week course. She needs to come back, show us that she's done that. And then after that, I'm going to set her off 2 weeks. Every single 2
Can I bring her up
weeks.
here? So
Sure.
I want her to be part of the conversation, so if she comes back and she doesn't do, so nobody can, so there's no possibility of saying,
I'm so over this, it's just ridiculous. Come up, Ms. Ramirez. So I will indefinitely set this case off 2 weeks at a time to make sure that it gets done. Because I can't do 4-week resets anymore, unfortunately. So we are now going to have to micromanage just I don't think that this is right. And I don't think that this is fair because it really spits in the face of every single person who does a good job with this program. And what you're doing now is not what this program is designed to do. And it really violates the spirit because this is a program that's supposed to teach you right and wrong, teach you how to act in the free world. And you've done everything against that. I mean, for you to sign up for the class 1 day before court, it's just, it hurts. And it's shameful. Because when I told you, last time you were here, I told you that I wanted you to sign up immediately after you were done. And you sat there and you waited. Not 1 week, not 2 weeks, not 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
Oh, come back.
So now you've shown me that I can't do long resets on your case. So if you fail one more time, if you ever fail to attend a meeting, if you ever fail to whatever you need to do, you will be out of this program. I will not do this again, and I will immediately set your case for trial. You have 1 week to sign up for the class that's 3 times a week. And thereafter, you will get 2-week resets every single time to show me that you have attended this class 3 times a week. If you fail to go one of those times in a week, because it's the class is designed for you to go 3 times a week, every week. And if you fail to do that, that's it. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Judge, just to make sure we're all on the same page. Judge is asking you to go back to that list that you have and find a place that offers the program 3 times, IOP 3 times a week. What are the requirements? Is SOP once a week or, okay.
She has to complete IOP.
Right. So you have to go back to the list, find a place to register for IOP that does it, that meets 3 times a week. You do IOP, and once you're done with IOP, you find SOP that meets once a week. And you have to have, right, and you have to be registered in the IOP that meets 3 times a week by next court setting, which will be in about a week.
Not about, exactly a week.
Okay, do I have it correct?
Next Wednesday.
Do I have it correct, Judge? Right, okay, so do you understand that?
Yes.
There's not going to be another chance. Okay.
State has nothing further, Judge, for the court.
See you in a week.
Thank you, Judge.
Good morning, Mr. Silva.
Good morning, Honor.
Mr. Silva, you're charged with 2 cases. Charged driving while intoxicated. You're also charged with possession of marijuana. Is the weed case getting dismissed, Mr. Isaguirre?
Yes, the POM, yes. Yes, sir.
Okay, so it looks like as part of the plea bargain agreement, they're going to dismiss the marijuana case against you. If you're pleading on the DWI, you need to understand that the DWI will go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. It's even there after you die. This is important because when you get pulled over, what do you think an officer does?
You're going to check if I'm either high or drunk.
Well, first thing, they're going to look at your record. They're going to see that you have a prior DWI. If they come up to you and smell alcohol or dope, what do you think they're going to do? Right. What we're doing today, you will now forevermore be facing a minimum of 30 days in jail. Do you understand? No more proverbial slaps on the wrist from now on. It's a minimum of 30 days in jail. Okay. You give up a lot of rights by entering this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you are not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, you can never change this. It will go on your record and it'll be there forever. Is this what you want to do? How do you plead to the offense of driving while intoxicated? I will find you guilty. I will send you to 3 days in jail. I'll give you credit for the 1 day that you've done. I'm going to suspend your license for 90 days. Do not drive until you get a license. Good luck, sir. Thank you.
On the third charge, I was worried about that. He's a dishwasher at Mambo's and makes $1,800. And besides every, the light, water, gas, he's got a quick cash loan, Judge, that they've had him for years. At the interest, he has to pay $450 twice a month on that.
What?
Yeah. So
For what?
for a loan that he borrowed some money, and I was just going over this.
That's insanity.
I had got a good
What interest rate is that? 50%?
I think they said probably 40. They told me if I paid less than the minimum or no pay past the minimum, they increased the payment wise. Before it was like
You need to
380.
get that thing paid off, man. They're
That's what
taking you
I'm
for a
doing.
ride and then some. That's lunacy.
I had to fix my truck. The transmission was messing up, so I needed to borrow a good chunk of money to try to rebuild the transmission. On
That's
it.
usurious.
Sorry.
That's usurious.
No, it's
Usury.
terrible. No. It's like, what? I said,
Don't. You got to go pay that thing off, man. If you got to go sell the truck to go pay that thing off, that's what you got to do.
That's what I'm thinking about because right now I can't drive. It's messing up on me now. So.
even the court costs, Judge, we were,
It would cost you more or it cost you less to take an Uber everywhere than what you're paying for that payday loan. That's
Well, at this point, I'm thinking about considering a bike to take to work, so I'm not worried about Uber. I'm not too far from my job, so it won't be too much.
if you're paying that much money, you're better off renting an apartment close to the Mambo where you work and taking a bike and sell your car to pay off that loan. That's ludicrous.
Bike ride to my house is like 20 minutes, 30 minutes at most. Not too far. But as of right now, I can't.
Okay. But I'm going to tell you now, if you come back here with another DWI, I'm going to tell you what he's asking me to do is he's asking me to wipe off about $3,500 worth of court costs, fines, and fees to DPS that you would otherwise be paying today. When you get a DWI second, it hits around $7,500 and greater. Get ready because you come back with the DWI, it's very possible that happens. Think before you get into a car. Even if you've had half a beer, you get pulled over, it's not going to go well. Don't get into a car, even if you've had a sip of alcohol. Do you understand? We're not going to play this game again. Okay. All right. You got it. Yeah. Okay. Good morning, Mr. Williams.
Good morning.
How's jail? You got another case now.
Say it again.
You have a new case now.
Yes.
We filed a fugitive case against you. I don't know anything about it. All I know is that you have an open DWI with us. You have a prior fugitive case, and now it's another fugitive case.
They were both at the same time. Oh, yes.
Let's find out. I don't know. Tell me.
So Judge Fleischer, he's wanted out of Beauregard Parish, Louisiana for home improvement fraud. At this time, the state's asking for no bond based on the fact that he has a prior fugitive case, which he was granted 2 bonds on, and both were revoked. They were $25K and $65K.
We gave him a $65K bond, and he made it, and it got revoked?
It was dismissed. The case was dismissed by Louisiana. The DA didn't even take the charges.
Oh, we did file a dismissal on that.
Yeah,
For whatever reason it was.
The whole time, that's why, because you guys asked me to report whenever it was dismissed. And we just I had an attorney after I gave him my attorney's number. She fought back and forth, and the DA didn't even accept the charges. That's why it was dismissed.
Judge, I would argue that shouldn't be considered against him if that's the case.
He still has a prior fugitive case, right? I mean,
Well, just talking about this one, he's saying he had no knowledge of the filing of this case. This is called a home improvement fraud. It sounds like from talking to him,
this is leaning, my argument would be this is leaning more towards a civil matter than a criminal matter. He works as a construction builder. He has his own company, my understanding. He is on the minority builders list for Harris County. And so he's got a company. It sounds like this might be
cases where a guy takes money to build a house or make improvements and then they boom, just take off?
No, what happened was it was a licensing. Oh, I'm sorry.
It was a licensing. He's talking about a licensing issue. I don't want to get into the specific facts of that, Judge, but on these construction projects, there's always 100 lawsuits that could pop up, and some of those can turn criminal. And so he is looking for an opportunity to fight that over there. He's got a lawyer by the name of Jeanette in Louisiana that's going to help him resolve that situation. His DWI here is being resolved by a Mr. David Brazil. All we ask is for him to be able to post a bond so he can go figure out Louisiana, turn himself in or post a bond out there and resolve the case instead of having to wait for Louisiana to come get him.
Judge Fleischer, just based on his warrants that were issued on the DWI case local here in this court, and then the 2 warrants issued for his last fugitive case, and then further criminal history out of East Baton Rouge, Louisiana, for like looting, burglary,
Oh, no, that's not me.
property, damage to property, possession of stolen property, MJ felony,
That's
theft,
not me.
monetary instrument abuse, battery, child endangerment.
Judge.
That's not me.
Are we sure we're talking about the right Kareem Williams?
Kareem Williams.
That is what Mr. Stan Clark told me. I can double check.
Yeah, that is definitely not me.
There's 2 Williams.
Regardless, I'm going to tell you that the first time I gave you a bond here, I tell you the same thing I tell every single person, that I give you one opportunity. When you pick up multiple fugitive cases, I'm not going to continue to give you bonds on multiple fugitive
I
cases.
really didn't know about this one, Judge. It's not a court issue that I win.
On the first time, I tell you, look, I'm going to give you a bond now. If you get another case in the future, it's not going to happen. We don't continue to give bonds on multiple fugitive cases.
It's a warrant that I never received. It's an original warrant that I never knew nothing
How
about.
do I know that?
Judge, if I may, those previous fugitive cases that we're talking about, are those here in Harris County? Because I didn't see anything pop up here for Harris
No.
County on that. So you've never given him an opportunity. He's never messed up in your court,
I
correct?
see 2 prior fugitive cases, and she's telling me that I gave him 2 different bonds on the fugitive cases.
You're talking about the DWI.
Well, no, he's had bonds on the DWI. Those were revoked. And then he had a prior fugitive case that was filed in 2019 where he was granted 2 bonds, and those were also revoked.
But is that here in Harris County or is that?
In Harris County.
Ah,
The parish-
And
okay.
he's on the lam for the DWI, right? Did he have a warrant for his arrest on the DWI when he got picked up on this case?
Let me see, I believe so.
No,
There was a warrant issued on July 31st of 2019 for your DWI.
Did he ever post bond on that and get out? Or was it in warrant status the whole time and we just picked him up on this one?
And the other charge that you said, that's not me.
I'm going to delve into what the other stuff she's talking about. How'd you pick up on this DWI?
I
On this
didn't.
country?
I came in.
You came in
I
yourself?
came in myself to pay, to post the bond.
On the DWI?
Correct.
Judge, my client's telling me he came in himself to resolve this issue on the DWI. It wasn't picked up, is what he's conveying to me.
Looks like the DWI was from 2019. Jeff Ludwig was the lawyer on it and filed a motion to withdraw, and the case has been open since that time.
And here's the problem, Judge. I don't want to speak too much about that DWI case, but because my understanding is David Brazil is an attorney who's handling that case. And so I don't want to jump in and talk too much about something that somebody else is handling.
Anyone
You
on
don't
it?
have a David Brazil?
I just retained Mr. David on Tuesday.
No, the last thing I have on that is a motion to withdraw filed by Jeff Ludwig in 2019. Nothing has happened since that time.
Okay.
So,
Since 19, you're saying?
I mean,
Yeah.
look,
No, I get you. I just thought he had somebody ready to go on that. Okay. Would you consider a bond? Would you consider putting some skin in the game and he knows he's gonna lose it if he doesn't?
he was on the land for this DWI. You're a flight risk. You were on bond for this DWI since 2019. You took off. We haven't seen you since 2019. And the only reason we have you here now is because you have a home improvement fraud case from Louisiana.
came in to pay for my DWI, Your Honor.
When?
That's why I'm here.
Oh. Oh,
I'm not making.
that's why you're here now.
I'm not going to do it. I'm really not. But I'm just asking just to be able to go take care of this. Like I really do. I'm trying my hardest. You know, I just lost both. I lost both of my parents when I got in that DWI at 19. My grandma just died in a house fire. It's not an excuse. It's not.
Specifics.
Oh, yes. So,
Judge, any amount that you would consider would afford him an opportunity to do so. He would know the risk, and it would be a risk that would guarantee that he does what he's supposed to do.
And would not do the same mistake again.
Had your DWI open since 2019, and you've been out with a warrant for your arrest since 2019. The only reason you're here with me now is because you picked up a felony out of Louisiana.
That's all.
You haven't make bond. So I think you are a flight risk. If I give you a bond, you will take off on me because I gave you a bond in the DWI, and the last time I saw you was in 2019.
Just my parents that died. I'm not making.
And I'm really sorry for your parents.
Give me another chance. I'm not.
But, huh?
If you give me a chance, I'm not gonna mess this up.
I gave you a chance. I've given you 2 chances. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. Right.
Here's what I'll do, Judge. I was just appointed on this case today. There has been some criminal history thrown out that I was completely unaware of. Let me do my homework on this and reapproach with a better argument.
Can we appoint Ricardo in the DWI as well?
It's in another court.
It's here.
No, it's here.
It's here.
No, it's with us.
Court 5. My concern was that you told me there was another lawyer already on it. Yeah, Green Williams.
Oh, it is something.
And so I just asked for a short reset to make a better argument.
As long as you want.
Okay.
So here's the deal now. You have 2 different options. You can either waive extradition.
He's already done so, Judge, is my understanding, yesterday. This clock is started.
Okay. Yes, but I'm going to say this, though. If they gave him a PR bond on this, ixnay on the PR bond A.
On the DDA?
Yeah.
You're going to do something on the DDA?
It's been open for 4 years, and he's been on the land for 4 years.
So am I getting, I don't want to argue on that one until I'm appointed.
I'm gonna reach out to them, so can you please? You are,
You
okay.
don't have anybody else on?
So let's do this. I'll have you guys going back, talk about it, but I can't in good conscience give him a PR bond again. When we did that and he took off for 4 years, no, it doesn't work like that.
Understood. I'll talk to him.
No catch and release.
Okay.
Okay?
Let me talk to him. All right, Mr. Williams.
Just please don't send him down.
Yeah, let me talk to him.
All right.
Mr. Williams is out. Okay.
I've signed Senegal's dismissal so that she can go.
She's on her way over there to get the GPS
Okay.
appointment set up right now as we
Okay, so
speak.
Ramon Sanchez, you said?
Well, we brought out Mr. Williams first. I guess we can speak about Mr. Williams. It's a DWI case as well in this court.
There's a version on the local.
On the local DWI.
What do you want to do?
So this is the one where you were talking about.
Yeah.
Would you consider a $1,000 bond?
No, it's at 2,500, man.
Is it at 2,500?
2,500.
But it was a pretrial bond. You didn't
Yeah,
have-
I'm just, okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm no PR bond,
Okay,
and I'll leave it as is at the 2,502,
okay.
and that's it.
Yeah, that'll work. Okay, let's do that. They'll leave it at, you're gonna have to pay a bond, but it's.
If your bond is at 2,500, I can't in good conscience give you a PR bond when you've taken off for 4 years. We gave you a PR bond, you've been gone for 4 years, and you have a fugitive.
02 on the DWI. Once you post that, your clock starts in the 14 days. So he's providing you a bond. I think it's good. We'll take it, Judge. Thank you.
Okay. All right.
Appreciate it. All right.
You are Taylor Brooker? Or Booker, sorry. You are Taylor Brooker. Ms. Brooker, you're
Booker,
charged with
sorry.
assault of a family member. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Ms. Brooker, you're charged with assault of a family member. You have the right to have an attorney present. A year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. If we're going to do probable
Officers
cause,
were
you have the right to
dispatched
remain
to a residence
silent. Anything you say
in
can or will be used
Texas in
against you. You
response
have the
to
right to have an
assault.
attorney present. If you
The
cannot afford one,
complainant,
one will be appointed
defendant's
to you.
sister, told officers that she
Officers
and
were
the defendant
dispatched to a
got into an
residence
argument in County, Texas,
in
and were sitting on the
response to an
couch. The complainant,
over her
defendant's
and
sister,
tried to take
told
complainant's phone
officers
out
that
of her
she
hand.
and the defendant got into an
Complainant
argument.
pushed
Defendant away, and the
Complainant was
defendant
sitting
began
on the
to couch
couch
with
with
complainant. The complainant
over
told
and tried to take
officers
complainant's
that
phone
defendant
out of
was
her hand.
holding the complainant
The
by the
complainant
hair
pushed
and
defendant
bit her
away,
on the
and the
ear,
defendant
breaking
began
the
striking
skin
the
and
complainant.
causing pain. The complainant
Told
told
this
officers
defendant
that
has
the defendant
also
was
had a
holding
prior,
complainant by the hair and bit
AFM
her on the
repeating
ear,
breath with the
breaking
same
the skin and
complainant.
causing
We've
pain.
spoken to the complainant and she wants no
Judge, this
contact.
defendant has also had a prior
Ms. Brooker, I'm going to find that there's
repeating
probable
breath
cause to
with
go
the
forward
same
in the case. I'm
complainant.
ordering you now
We've
not to have
spoken
any
to the
contact with
complainant
this
and she
person
wants no
whatsoever.
contact.
Do you understand?
Sure.
I'm also
Ms.
ordering
Brooker,
you
I'm
as a
gonna find that
condition
there's
of bond not to be in
probable cause to go
possession of
forward in
weapons
the
as
case.
well. I'm ordering you now
If I
not to
find
have
that you're
any
in possession
contact
of
with
this
this person
person, you try to have
whatsoever.
contact
Do you
with this person.
understand? Whatever means.
Sure.
I'm also ordering you as a condition of
No
bond not to be in
contact
possession of
means no
weapons as well.
Snapchat.
If I find that you're in possession of
Facebook,
weapons,
social
you try to have
media.
contact with this person in whatever
Do you
means. I don't care. No contact means no Snapchat, Facebook, social media. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're using, likewise, I will put you in jail. How old are you, ma'am? I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're using, likewise, I will put you in jail. How old are you, ma'am? You get paid for that. You're 21. What do you do with yourself to make a month?
1K a month, my grandparents. 1K a month, I do healthcare.
You get paid for you graduate from high school.
Yes, sir.
Much money to make a month. Work on that right now.
1K a month.
I
1K a
am making
month.
that a condition of your bond. You cannot go through life at the minimum. You graduate from high school education.
Sir.
I'm going to bring you back. I'll give you a lawyer. Are you really rolling? I'm making that a condition of your bond. You cannot go through life at the minimum. I want you to work on getting your GED. I'm going to bring you back. I'll give you a lawyer. I'm making that a condition of your bond. Are you really rolling your eyes
I
at me?
heard that part. I just didn't hear it.
I want you to work on getting your GED. I'm making that a condition of your bond.
I heard that part. I just didn't hear it. Dang, no, sir.
I'm sending you for a drug and alcohol test right now. I want to know what, if anything, is in your system. If you fail to take the test, if you fail to come back, I'm going to revoke your bond. Do you understand? I'm sending you for a drug and alcohol test right now. I want to know what, if anything, is in your system. If you fail to take the test, if you fail to come back, I'm going to revoke your bond. I will issue warrant for arrest. I'm sending you for a drug and alcohol test right now. When you come back, I want to know what, if anything, is in your system. Working on your, if you fail to take the drug test, if you fail to come back, I will issue warrant for arrest. What you test positive for? When you come back, we will talk about your lawyer situation, about anything else on your getting your GED as well. Felicia, what you test positive for? You will be tested 40 days from today. If you test positive again, I'm going to put you in jail. You will not get any more PR bonds. Do you understand? No more. You will be tested 40 days from today. If you test positive again, I'm going to put you in jail. You will not get any more PR bonds. Do you understand? Josh, what's your last name again? 40 days from today, maybe 42, maybe 45, I will test you again for marijuana. If you test positive again, or if you consume 40 days from today, your bond maybe 42, maybe 45, I will test you again for marijuana. I'm also entering in what's called a match test positive again, protection. Or if you consume alcohol, your bond will be revoked. This is a court order. Custody. I'm also entering in what's called a magistrate's order for emergency that identifies Caleb Precious Booker as a protected individual. This is a court order. Commit family violence or an assault against this person. Commit an act in furtherance that identifies Caleb Precious Booker as a protected individual, which is the stalking family violence or an assault against this person. Use another person to furtherance of an threat or harassing behavior. You cannot be in possession of a weapon, penal code, or go within, which is the stalking statute. You cannot threaten, harass, use another person to communicate a threat or harassing behavior. You cannot be in possession of a weapon, 200 feet of where she lives, 200 feet or where she works. 225. If you violate this court order, apartment, the state will file additional charges against you, and then you cannot go within 200 feet of where she lives. or where you understand. If you violate this court order, contact the state whatsoever, additional charges against you, and then things will go sideways really quick. Do you understand? No contact whatsoever by any means. Reset the case for about 42 days, 43 days, 45 perhaps. And then she must be here at the next setting. Okay, and then so what we'll do is we will reset the case for about 42 days, issue the order 3 days, 45 perhaps somehow. And then she must be here at the next setting. Reaches out to the person, and then just let warrant issues. If you don't mind letting them know. We've given you a lawyer. It is your responsibility to stay in touch with Josh, and he will tell you when you have to reaches out to the person. Then if Josh tells me that you warrant issues, can't get a hold of you, I will issue. We've given you a lawyer. It is your responsibility to stay in touch with Josh today. He will tell you when you have to come back. You know why? If Josh tells me that he can't get a hold of you, I will issue a warrant. We just, all we want, you see how many people we put in jail today. As long as you can do that, then you and I will be best friends. Otherwise,
I was listening.
good, got it. We just, all we want are streets to be safe. And as long as you can do that, then you and I will be best friends. Otherwise, so are you, who's Leslie Vasquez? Good luck. Okay, and you are Ashley Varela. Thanks, Josh. Okay, ladies, both of you are charged, or you're charged with theft. So are you, you are also charged Leslie Vasquez. Both of you are facing up to 6 months in jail. And you are Ashley Varela. $2,000 fine. Ladies, both of you are charged, or you're charged with silent. Anything you say you are also charged with theft. You have the right to have an attorney present up to 6 months in jail and or $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You
On
have the right to
October
remain
29th
silent.
of 2024,
Anything you say can or will be
officers
used
were
against you. You
dispatched
have the
to
right
a
to have an
theft of
attorney
a business
present
at
if
a
you cannot
Target
afford one.
located
One
at
will be appointed to you.
1801 West Bay Area Boulevard. On October 29th,
Upon
of
arrival,
2024,
officers
officers
were
were dispatched
who
to a
advised
theft
that
of a
two
business at
Hispanic
Target
males were
located
concealing
at
items inside of a
1801
stroller
West
and
Bay
Target
Area
bags.
Boulevard. The complainant
Upon
stated the
arrival,
females
officers met with
exited
the
the store,
complainant
passing
who
all
advised
points of
that two
sale,
Hispanic
and were
males
subsequently
were
detained
concealing
and taken
items
into the
inside of a
prosecution
stroller and
office.
Target bags.
The females
The
were
complainant
detained for
stated the
passing all
females
points of
exited
sale,
the store, passing all
and
points
the
of
total
sale,
cost
and
of
were
the stolen
subsequently
items
detained
was
and taken into the
$333.19.
$19.
The females were
I just
detained
saw
for
them
passing all
acting
points of
in concert
sale.
with this.
And the total cost of the stolen items
Ladies, I'm going to
was
find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm ordering you both not to go back to any Target. Acting in concert. You understand?
Yes, Judge.
Do not pick up any new cases, otherwise. Ladies, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm ordering you both not to go back to any
19.
Target. How old are you, ma'am? You understand? Would you guys do not pick up any new cases, otherwise I will put you in jail. You will not get any more PR bonds. Did you graduate from high school?
19.
Did you graduate from high school?
Not yet.
What do you guys do for a
I
living?
dropped
You're
out.
19.
I dropped
Start
out.
going to college at 19. What did you graduate from high school?
Huh?
Did you graduate from high school?
Not yet. I just
Not yet,
dropped
you're
out my
19.
job. I dropped
Start
out.
going to college at 19. What are you doing with yourself now?
My husband didn't want me working anymore. I just recently quit my
So
job.
you're going to rely on your husband for the rest of your life?
My husband
That's
didn't
not a
want me
good way to
working
go through
anymore.
life, you know, because that husband,
So
so you're going to
may not
rely
be
on
there.
your husband
And
for the
if he's
rest of
not
your
there
life.
for
For you, how are you going to eat? How are you going to support
That's
yourself?
not a good way to
You
go
know,
through
I have a
life.
very
You
young
know,
daughter because
and
that
one of the
husband
things
that I'm teaching my
at some
daughters
point
never
may not
to
be there.
rely on
And
any
if
man.
he's not there for you,
any
how are
reason.
you gonna
That's
eat?
why you
How
get
are
an
you gonna support
education.
yourself?
That's why
You
you
know,
go
I have a
foreign.
very
So
young
you never
daughter,
have to rely
and
on
one of the
anyone to
things
be
that
able
I'm
to teach
teaching
my daughters never
because of that,
to rely
the
on
divorce rate in this
anyone
country
for
is so
any
high.
reason. That's why you get an education. That's why you
Never
go
rely
far
on
in
a
life.
man.
So you never have to rely
Ever.
on anyone to be able to take care of you.
You
Because
need
if
to do
that's
something
the
like that.
divorce rate in this
And
country
you need
is
to
so
get back
high,
into high school.
and we're going to make sure that that happens. Do you
Never
understand?
rely on a man.
I will appoint you a
Ever.
lawyer today, but I want to see what you've done in 2 weeks.
You need to
get
do
back in
something
high
with your
school.
life.
You've done nothing.
And you need to get back into high school.
And we're going to make sure that that
Tell me
happens.
about yourself.
Do you understand? I will appoint you a lawyer today, but I want to see what you've done in 2 weeks to get back in high school. If you've done nothing. No? Tell me about yourself. Likewise, you will be on the same path as well. And if you've done nothing, same thing. Don't ever rely on a man. Likewise, you will be on the same path as well. And if you've done nothing, some men are good, same thing. Some men are not very good. Ever, but you need to be able to rely on a man so that you work. Men have knowledge, because if you don't, some men are nowhere in life. You'll never have money. You'll always have to rely. But you need to be able to rely on yourself so that you work smarter. Have knowledge. Because if you don't, both of them, you'll go nowhere in life. You'll never have money. You'll always have to rely on. We will have you sign conditions that you're not allowed to go to. Be smarter. And I want to see you both back in 2 weeks. If you can see what you've done to start working on your GED, and then at a minimum, you cannot go through life. We will have you sign conditions that you're not allowed to go to Target. Do you understand? I want to see you both back in 2 weeks. I'll have you sign what you've done to start working on your GED. in
At
the
a
jury
minimum,
box over there.
you cannot go through life without having a
Those
high
through
school
us.
education. Do you understand?
Wonderful.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Those
I'll
through
have you
us,
sign a recess
Judge,
with Victoria, and then we'll have you take a seat
so no
in
entering
the jury
target,
box.
no.
You'll go into Target, and then
Those through us,
either GED or high school diploma.
those through us, Judge, or?
Yeah.
So no entering target, no.
You'll go into Target, and then either GED or high school diploma. You are Yurisbel Perez Leyva.
Yes.
Ma'am, you're charged with prostitution. You're facing up to 6 months in jail. You are a $2,000 fine. Yurisbel Perez Leyva. The right to remain silent.
Yes.
Anything you say, ma'am, you're charged with prostitution. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and a $2,000 fine. One will be appointed to you. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain
November
silent.
1st,
Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right
Officers
to have
were
an attorney
working in
present.
an
If you cannot
undercover
afford one will be
capacity
appointed to you.
while conducting a vice investigation at Glamour Girls. Officers were working in an undercover capacity while conducting a vice investigation at Glamour Girls. A sexual-oriented business was approached by the 144. The two engaged in a conversation that turned sexual in nature. While inside, the defendant asked the officer was he wanted by the defendant to the VIP room. The two engaged in a conversation that turned sexual in nature. The defendant asked the officer what he wanted to go. The defendant to the VIP room in return for $120 that he wanted to fuck. And the officer asked what it would include. The defendant replied, everything for $400. Officer told the defendant agreed that he wanted to sex with the officer. And the defendant smiled at him and said, okay, everything for $400.
Ma'am, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm going to order you as a condition of your bond not to engage in like-kind activity. Ma'am, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm going to order you as a condition of your bond not to engage in like-kind activity. Would you like to apply for a court-appointed lawyer with this? I'm going to put you in jail. You will not get any more PR bonds. Okay. We will give you an application. I need to know how much money you make a month. I will take a look at it. Would you like to apply for a court-appointed lawyer? I will give you a lawyer today. I'll have you sign a receipt with Victoria. We will give you an application. I need to know how much money you make a month. I will take a look at it. Otherwise, I'll issue one. If you qualify, I will give you a lawyer today. When you apply, I'll have you sign a receipt with a lawyer, and then we will have you take a seat in the jury box. Do not leave until you sign our bond. If you make too much money, you just don't. When you apply for a court-appointed lawyer, the affidavit you filled out, you have to qualify. You're stating that you make $8,000. If you make too much money, you just don't qualify. This is true. In the affidavit you filled out, you're stating that you make $8,000 a month. You really make $8,000 a month? This is true. Don't qualify for an appointed lawyer, man. You really make $8,000 a month? I want you to tell me the truth.
It's just something I wouldn't know what to tell you. Me gustaría que me diga la verdad. Solo miro el juez.
How much money? All sources. I want you to tell me the truth. I just need you to tell me the truth.
Know what to tell you.
Do you really make $8,000 a month? How much money? All sources. I just need you to tell me the truth. Do you really make $8,000 a month?
Exactamente $100, depende.
Well, it just, le pido por favor que no me mire a mí, solo miro el juez. It just, I couldn't tell you with any certainty because it varies, you know, my income from day to day. Well, it just, le pido por favor que no me mire a mí, solo miro el juez. It just, I couldn't tell you with any certainty because it varies.
I don't want you to engage in this behavior anymore. I want you to understand that if you continue with this, I will put you in jail. You are not allowed to continue to engage in this behavior anymore. I want you to understand that if you continue with this, I will put you in jail. Do you understand? You're not allowed to continue with this type of knowing that, income, knowing that, so to speak. Do you understand? Kind of income do you have coming in? Knowing that. Knowing that.
Yes.
What kind of is your husband? Income do you have coming in? Are you married?
I'm married, but I don't maintain a relationship.
What is your husband?
¿A qué se dedica su esposo? ¿Usted recibe ingreso de parte de él?
Estamos casados, pero no mantengo una relación.
Do you have children?
I'm married, but I don't maintain a relationship with him. Yes, but in Cuba.
Get any income from him?
¿Usted recibe ingreso de parte de él?
No.
No.
Do you have children?
¿Usted tiene hijos?
Sí, pero en Cuba.
Yes, but in Cuba.
Guess what we can do is I can send you home with an application and you take time, to think about it. But I need to know, guess what we can do is I can send you home with an application, and then if you qualify, we'll give you a lawyer. Take time, I really need to know what your income is, but I need to know 8,000, your true income qualify. So I'll send you in, if you qualify, we'll give you a lawyer, but I want you to understand, I really need to know not your education is behavior. 8,000, when you fill out this application, so I'll send you with one into account. But I want you to understand, you're not to engage in this behavior. No more of this. When you fill out this application, it's not taking this into account. Please, do you understand? No more of this. Patrick Royal.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Royal, you're charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. You're facing up to a year in jail and a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. Patrick Royal, remain silent. Mr. Royal, you're charged with used against you. Unlawful carrying of a weapon. You're facing up to a year in jail and a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you.
Conducted a traffic
The
stop
attorney
at
present, if you can
4,000
afford
block
one,
State
well,
Highway
one, two,
6.
sir.
After observing the vehicle have illegal tints on the front side windows and cracked
2024
windshield,
officers
conducted
conducted
a
a
traffic
traffic
stop
stop
at
at
4,000
4,000
block State
An
Highway
NCIC
6.
search of the
After
defendant
observing the
revealed
vehicle
tints
have
suspended
illegal
and
tints on the front
invalid
side windows
driver's
and
license
cracked
and an
windshield,
act preventing
preventing
any
any
visibility into the
DWI.
vehicle.
An
An
inventory
NCIC
search of the vehicle
search of the
revealed an
defendant
extended
revealed
9
tints suspended and
magazine
invalid
on the front
driver's
right
license
passenger
and an
side,
act
as well as a
C warrant
DWI.
semi-automatic
handgun
An
within
inventory
plain
search of the
view on
vehicle
front
revealed an
middle seat.
extended
Look at her
9
computer.
magazine
Not on the
secured in
front
a
right
holster.
passenger
The
side, as well as
defendant
a
did not have a
9mm
license to carry.
semi-automatic handgun within plain view on the front middle
And,
seat.
Look at her
He
computer.
does have prior criminal history,
Not
Judge.
secured in a holster. The defendant did not have a license to carry.
Curious, he has a prior UCW, same
And
facts?
he does have prior criminal history, Judge. He also has 2 from Fort Bend, not UCWs.
Curious, he has a
but
prior
I'm looking at the
UCW,
other
same,
case, Judge,
same facts?
from this county. In that one, he made it
This is a
from
fourth
Fort
then.
Bend, not UCWs.
The fourth
but
charge,
I'm
yes,
looking at
Judge.
the other case, Judge. In the other from UCW, he made an illegal U-turn. And in that one, he made it.
This is a fourth then.
It's the fourth. The defendant
charge,
opened
yes,
the
Judge.
glove compartment
In the
to get
other
his wallet, and
UCW,
officer
he
saw
made
the
an illegal
magazine to a handgun in an open
Officer then
intersection.
told the
He
defendant
was
to
assaulted
open
down
his
his rear window.
The defendant
due to the
opened
window
glove
tint being
compartment
extremely dark.
to
To
get
get
his
his wallet,
box,
and
Judge.
officer saw the magazine to a handgun.
Maryland,
Officer
to
then
find that
told the
there's
defendant to
probable
let
cause to
down
go
his
forward
rear
with the case. I'm
window
ordering you as
due
a
to the
condition
window
of your
tint being
bond not
extremely
to have any
dark. So it's the
weapons in
same
your
set of facts,
possession.
Judge.
I'm also ordering you as a condition of your bond not to Maryland, drive find any that there's vehicle probable cause to go whatsoever forward with with the the case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your signing an bond not affidavit to have with me any today weapons in promising your me you're not possession. going to drive. I'm also ordering you as a condition of Am your I bond boring not you? to drive any vehicle, Mr. Royal, whatsoever for any reason. You will be Am signing I an boring affidavit you? with me today. You're sitting here promising where me you're not rolling your gonna eyes, drive. looking up at the stars. Like, am I boring you?
Clock in what you're saying,
Mr. Royal?
Your Honor. Trying to clock in. I'm listening
Am I
to
boring you?
everything. I'm trying to listen.
You're sitting here where you're rolling your eyes, looking up at the stars. Like,
No, I'm trying to clock in what you're saying, Your Honor. Trying to clock in. I'm listening.
what do you
to
do for a living,
everything. I'm
Mr.
trying to
Royal?
listen. I ain't construction work.
What do you do for a living, Mr. Royal?
Construction work.
This is an affidavit that you're going to sign today, promising me that you're not going to drive, Mr. Royal. I don't care what's going on in your life. I don't care that you have to go to work. This is an affidavit that you're going to sign today. I don't care that promising me that you're not going to drive. If you want to drive, go get a license. I don't care what's going on. Get liability insurance. I don't care that you have to go to work. Me that you have both of those. I don't care that you need groceries. I will allow you to drive. I don't care that a kid has to go to school. If you want to drive, go get a license. Get liability insurance. I don't care about the kid from last year. We're not going to come back. I will allow you to drive.
That's what I'm saying. I went to go get a license. They told me that the ones who said where I got pulled over last year.
I don't care about the kids from last year.
No,
We're not
I
going to
got a
come back.
license. I have a license. That's what I'm saying. I went to go get a license. That's what I need to pay. That's what it was. I had to get a license to get that. Just pay the license.
Just ran your license. It's not eligible.
Then I got a ticket.
Did you just run his license?
I ran it when I screened, Judge. I'm checking again right now.
That's what it was. I went to court for it.
Mr. Royal, just ran your license. It's in the DPS system. Did you just run his license?
I ran it when I screened, Judge. I'm checking again right now.
Tell me that you have
did not
driver's
work for
license?
it. They
Mr. Royal, you just checked in the DPS system.
And that there's no license. I don't have.
Texas.
Do they know
Telling me
where-
that you have
do
a
they know
driver's
where-
license?
I'm trying to call no problem, no problem.
Are you telling me that
Yeah,
you have a
tell me where
Texas
it's
driver's
still
license?
suspended at. But, I mean, I guess it's
I don't
suspended,
have
but I have a
Texas.
Texas, yeah.
Do you have a number? Because we'll check right now.
I'm trying to call no problem, no problem.
Are you telling me that you have a Texas driver's license? Yeah, give us a number. We'll check to make sure that it's valid.
But I have a Texas, yeah.
Do you have a number? Because we'll check right now. It's a different number. You know, when it gets suspended and then they get, yeah, give us a number. We'll check to make sure that it's valid. If just the number. Yeah, perhaps it's a different number.
Deputy, not on camera.
Please do not read it out loud.
Yeah,
Get a
maybe
new
that's.
license. If just the number. Thank you.
It's the same number.
Deputy, not on camera.
Okay. If it's the same number, it's suspended. You cannot drive. I'm making it a condition of your bond, Mr. Royal. I don't care what's going on in your
It's the same number.
You need
It's
to
the
call
same number?
DPS to figure
Okay.
out what
If it's the
going
same
on
number,
with
it's
your license.
it's
Why you need to
suspended.
get it
You
back.
cannot
drive. But I'm
One of
making it
us
a condition of your
is
bond,
not
Mr.
learning
Royal. I don't
something.
care what's
This is
going
now
on in
your
your life.
fifth
You need to call
probably
DPS to
sixth
figure out
case,
what's going on
and
with
it
your
all
license.
stems
Why you
from
need to get it
one
back.
thing.
But
One
what
of
is
us
that one thing?
is not learning something. This is now your fifth to probably sixth case, and it
What is
all
the
stems
one
from
thing that keeps
one
getting you pulled
thing.
over? What is that one thing?
Right.
And it will continue to happen.
Over
What is the one thing that
and
keeps
over.
getting you pulled over?
Right. One of these things has to
And
change
it will continue to happen.
over and over.
I'm going to have you come up here, swear to us that you're not going to drive. I'm going to get you to Victoria,
One of these
sign a
things has to
reset.
change.
I'll then have you take a seat in the jury box while we get your bond conditions for you not to have a weapon. I'm going to have you come
While
up
you're
here, swear
thinking,
to us that
you're
you're
not
not going to
listening.
drive. I'm going to get you to
Just
Victoria,
let me
sign a
finish my
reset.
spiel,
I'll then have
and
you
then
take
I'll
a seat
answer
in the
your
jury
questions.
box while we get your bond conditions.
I want
for
you to
not have a
sign
weapon. The bond conditions that you're not
While
to have
you're
any
thinking,
weapons.
you're not listening.
And then we'll let you go hire
Just
a
let me
lawyer.
finish my spiel.
What did you want to, and then I'll answer your questions. I
My
want you to sign
license,
the bond
stop or
conditions that you're
whatever.
not to have any weapons.
How do I do that? Well, I
And then
just
we'll
gotta
let you go
pay my
hire a
tickets
lawyer.
and stuff.
What did you want to ask?
Get my license and stop or whatever. How do I do that? Well, I just gotta pay my tickets and stuff.
I'm giving you the number to the driver's license division to DPS. You need to call this number and they will tell you what you need to do to get your license. I'm giving you the number to the driver's
get my
license
restriction
division to
on that next
DPS.
time?
You need to call DPS to figure out what you need to do to get your license.
tell you what
I
you
don't
need to
know.
do to get your
You may
license.
have,
Restriction.
you may have to pay
How do I get my
surcharges. You
restriction
may
on
need an
the next
SR
time?
You
You
need to call DPS
may
to
need
figure out
proof
what
that
you
you
need to do
have
to get your license.
prepaid
I
insurance
don't
for
know.
a certain amount of time.
You may have once
to
you
pay
do that,
surcharges,
then
you
they
may
will
need
give
an
you
SR-22.
your license back.
You may
If
need
you
to
can
prove
show
to
me
them
that you
that
have
you
that
have
and insurance,
prepaid insurance
I'll
for a certain
happily
amount of
take a
time.
restriction off because I want you to drive. Once you do that, then they will give
Mr.
you
Royal, when
your
you
license
call
back.
them, call
If you
it
can
7
show me
in the
that you
morning.
have that and insurance, I'll
Do
I'll
not call
happily
it
take the
8,
restriction off because
I'll call it
I
9,
want you to drive
10,
legally.
because
You'll never get through. The phone
Mr.
lines are
Royal,
just too
when
busy.
you call them,
Call it 7 in the morning. Come on up. Do not call it 8. Do not call
Yes,
it 9,
please, no-
10, because you'll never
no
get through.
weapons,
The phone lines are just too busy. Are you with him? Who are you? Come on up. Come on up, Mom. Yes, please, no weapons, please. Are you with him? Who are you? Come on up, Mom. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Mr. Melendez is charged with. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Mr. Melendez is charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. He's facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. The last that we were doing probable cause and unlawful carrying of a weapon. He's facing. I wanted to see whether there was actual probable cause to go forward or not. The last that we were doing, from what I gather, do you want to go ahead and read it so that she can hear? Do you mind?
Yes, Judge, I can.
I wanted to see whether there was actual probable cause to go forward or
So
not.
these charges stem from an evading arrest
From
in a
what I
motor
gather,
vehicle.
do you
This
want to go
defendant
ahead
was
and
the
read
back
it so that she
passenger in
can
the
hear?
car.
Do you mind?
Yes, Judge, I can. Officers attempted to initiate a traffic stop at around midnight. So these After charges observing stem the from an defendant evading in arrest in a vehicle motor on a stop vehicle. sign. This defendant activated emergency lights and sirens. Officers attempted to initiate a traffic stop around midnight after observing the defendant vehicle run a stop sign. Attempting to evade arrest. Officers activated emergency. The driver drove for lights and sirens 0.4 miles and the driver of the vehicle disregarded a grassy area. Turning off all lights. A felony traffic stop was attempting to evade arrest. During the search of the driver drove for approximately 0.4 miles before driving on the back passenger floorboard where the grassy area's feet were. A felony traffic stop found another handgun during the search of the vehicle. Underneath the passenger seat, unholstered handgun itself on the back passenger.
So they found two
floorboard
handguns.
where the
Yes, Judge.
defendant's
If
feet
this was
were.
an initial.
They also found another handgun.
So
It's not in the
where's the
underneath
first
the
one?
passenger seat. First one is directly under the defendant's feet.
So they
The
found
second
two
one
handguns.
is in
Yes,
front of the
Judge. If
defendant
this was an
under the
initial.
passenger seat. I know.
Okay.
So it's not floorboard
Where's
directly
the
in front
first
of him.
gun?
Yes, the first one is directly under one of them, directly under the second one is in front of the defendant, in front of him, which is unoccupied.
Okay.
And the defendant was also found directly in front of him. He had stolen under control, and this defendant had latex directly under the passenger seat at the front of him, which is unoccupied. And the defendant was also found. The gun was no judge. The co-defendant was charged with evading arrest in latex gloves on his hand, unlawful carry of a weapon, and the gun under the passenger seat on
Do you
him.
have anything else?
So the gun, no judge, the co-defendant was charged with evading arrest in a motor vehicle, and we are alleging unlawful carry of a weapon, gun. He has gun under the passenger seat, the one under this passenger seat.
No,
So the gun under the floor, on the floorboard where the
the
defendant's feet
fact
were.
that he has a glove
We are
on.
alleging
you know.
this defendant's
Mr.
gun,
Mo-
he has care, custody, and
Stop.
control of that.
Now's not the
The
time.
one
You
under
have
this
the right to
passenger
remain
seat is the
silent.
defendant's right.
Exercise that right with the fact that
How
he has
many
a glove
people
on.
did you say were in
Yes,
the
Judge.
car? Two people,
Mr. Mo-
judge, defendant driver
Stop.
and defendant.
Now's not the time.
Who
You
is
have the
the
right to remain
driver?
silent.
The driver-
Exercise that right. And what relation is it to the? How many people did you say were in the car?
Two people, judge, defendant driver and defendant 17-year-olds,
Who is
judge,
the
it looks like they
driver?
made the driver, I don't know if there's any other
And what
relationship.
relation is it to?
But they're both
Mr.
17.
Melendez here?
They both are
You do it
17-year-olds,
yourself these
judge,
days.
it looks like they may be friends, I don't know
Doing
if there's
what?
any other relationship.
Auto detail.
But they're both 17.
Auto detail.
You graduate from high school. You do it
yet.
yourself these days. Are you in high school? Doing what?
In program detail. Auto detail.
What is he doing with yourself these days, Mom?
Not
He's
yet.
working full-time.
Are you in high school?
He was
in
currently
program.
doing a homeschool program, but I
What's
got
he doing
behind
with
on the
himself these
payments,
days, Mom?
so until I can catch up time to continue this.
But he's not in school.
He was
We
currently
have
doing a homeschool
resources
program,
here that can help
but I
you
got
get
behind
into
on the
free
payments,
schooling
so until I can
to
catch
help
up,
him
he can
because I want him to
continue
get
this,
his GED.
homeschool program.
He cannot We go around have without a minimum high school
resources
education
here
because that can help
you
you
will
get
amount to
into
nothing
free
in this
schooling. This life
to help
is
him
about
because
one
I want
thing.
him to
In
get
this
his
country
GED.
is about
He
one
cannot
thing.
go
And if
around
this
without a
last
minimum high
election
school education
shows
because
you anything,
you will amount to nothing
this
in this
country is
life.
about
This
one
life
thing and one
is
thing
about
only.
one thing.
And this country
This
is
the
about one
almighty
thing.
dollar.
And if this
And
last
if you don't have
election
money,
shows
don't
you
have
anything, this
You will
country
not
is about
have
one
anything
thing
in
and
life.
one
You
thing
will
only.
not have a wife. You will not have a house.
The
You will not have
almighty dollar.
vacations car.
And if you don't have
you don't
money,
have an
you
education.
don't have anything.
You will not have
You will
money.
not have anything in life.
You will
In your
not have
life,
a wife. You will
the
not
journey
have a
that
house.
this
You will not
life
have
is,
vacations car.
it's
If
either
you don't
a
have an
great
education
journey with
you
money,
will not have money,
vacations, things
in
to
your
do,
life,
or it can be a
the
rotten
journey that this
toilet
life
of a
is,
existence where
it's
you're
either
in and
a
out of
great
jail
journey
with no money,
living on the
vacations,
streets,
begging
things to
just
do,
to be able
or
to
it can be
eat.
a rotten
You are now
toilet
at
of a
17
existence where
with
no
in and out of
prospects.
jail, no money,
It's not
living
gonna
on the
happen
street,
anymore.
begging. This
Just to
system
be able to
will
eat.
not fail you.
You are now.
Do you
at
understand?
17.
If I go
with
test
no
you now, what are you going to
prospects.
test positive for?
Marijuana.
It's not going to happen anymore.
I'm sending you now.
This system
What else? If you're
will not
lying to me,
fail.
it's not going to go.
Do you
well.
understand?
I'm
If
sending
I
you
go
now
test
because I
you
want to
now,
know
what
what
are you
if
going to
anything.
test positive for? You are not
Marijuana.
to hang out with this person
I'm sending you
anymore.
now. What else?
In the
If you're
car.
lying to me, it's not
You
going to go well
understand?
for you.
You are to
I'm sending
get
you now
back
because I
into
want to know
school
what if anything.
or start. You are
Any
not
kind of
to
program
hang out
to
with
start
this
working your
person
GED.
anymore. And I will
in the
test
car.
you. And the next time
you
you
understand?
test positive for anything,
You are to
I'm
get
going to keep
back
you
into
with me.
school or
Chances
start
are,
any
your
kind
mom
of
doesn't have a
program
lot of
to
money.
start working your GED.
I'll make it a high
and I
bomb.
will test you in the
Your
next
butt's
time
going
you
to
test
stay in
positive
comfort.
for anything.
You
I'm
get
gonna
my
keep you
drift.
with me.
Chances are,
I want him
your
to
mom
follow
doesn't
your
have a lot of
rules.
money.
And if he
I'll
gives
make
you
it a
any
high
grief,
bomb.
any
Your
kind of
butt's
headache,
going to
you
stay
let
in
me know,
custody.
and I'll take
You
care
get
of
my
it.
drift.
I really want what's best for him.
I want him him to follow. And if he's out in the middle of the night, if he gives you any grief with any kind of headache, it's not you let me know, and I'll take care of it. So I'm also going to put a curfew on you, so you're not out. And if he's out in the middle of the night, hanging out with, it's not going to happen. So I'm also going to put a curfew on you, so you're not out in the middle of the night. No weapons as well. Understand? No drugs, alcohol, random testing. We will test you to say no weapons as well. Test you today to see what you're going to test positive for.
I will give you drugs, alcohol. I'll give you a lawyer. We will test you to say which, we will test you today to say which weapon. I will give you a lawyer and I will pay for everything for you so that I'll give you a lawyer pocket. But understand, I mean business and I will not take any excuses from you. Do you understand this? I will give you a lawyer and I will pay for everything for you so that nothing comes out of your pocket. But understand, I mean business. 10 p.m. and I will not take any excuses from you. Do you understand this, man? Okay, man, take a seat. Hi, Ralph.
Sure, how you doing?
Good morning. What do we have here? 10 p.m.
It's in Raymond, Your Honor.
Ramos? Yeah.
Nambu, N-A-M-B-O.
Number. Okay. Hi, Ralph.
Sure, how you doing?
Good morning. Who do we have here?
Maria Nambu, it's in Raymond, Your Honor.
Ramos?
Nambu, N-A-M-B-O.
Number. Okay. Morning, Ms. Nambo.
Good morning.
Ma'am, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say. Ma'am, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you.
Officers observed the 2017 failed to maintain a single lane by driving onto the curb and straddling the curb for 70 yards. Officer followed the truck and observed it to fail to obey a traffic signal by failing to stop at a red light. By driving onto the truck had the front half protruding into the intersection. Officer followed the truck and observed it to fail to obey a traffic signal by failing to stop at a red light. The truck had the front half protruding into the intersection. A traffic stop was conducted in the center console. The defendant appeared confused. The defendant denied turn off drugs or alcohol. The defendant observed a clear plastic license which officer could observe substance in the center console. The defendant was unable to understand officer's directions drugs or alcohol standing. The defendant could not observe the license which officer could observe in her wallet. The defendant was unable to understand officer's directions. Defendant swaying while standing conscious. Officer, the defendant was transported to check on the defendant. DICs were read on the defendant cleared to blood. The defendant officers searched the vehicle and observed antipsychotics, transported to OJ, antibiotics. DICs were read and the defendant nurses could not draw blood even though they tried the vehicle and observed antipsychotics, grand jury subpoena and medical records show the defendant had tested positive. Nurses could not draw blood even though they tried multiple different points and officers grand jury subpoena and medical records show the defendant had tested positive.
Ms. Nambo, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case.
And
I'm sending you now for a drug test. I want to know what, if anything, is in your system. You just had a DWI. I'm going to find that there's so I'm now placing a restriction on your license that you're not allowed to drive. I'm sending you now for a drug test. Ignition. I want to know what, if anything, is in your system. If you're caught driving a vehicle, you just had a DWI that was dismissed. You will go to jail. I'm now placing a restriction on your license that you're not allowed to drive any vehicle. If you have a drug and alcohol interlock on it, you better address it. If you're caught driving a vehicle, I'm going to do it for you. Interlock on it. You will go to jail. You're not going to like the way that I do it. You understand? If you have a drug and alcohol problem, you better address it, because if you don't, I'm going to do it for you. And if the drug issue, you're not going to like the way that I do it, I'm going to test you like crazy.
I'm doing counseling.
And if I find that you have a problem, I will have a contempt hearing. Hold your drug issues, slap you with 180 days, going to test you like crazy, and put you in a rehab. And if I find that you have a problem, I will have a contempt hearing. Hold you in contempt. My only slap you with 180 days, say probate it for 2 years, anything that violates it or make my public unsafe, use. My only concern
I haven't
is
even gotten a
public
traffic
safety.
ticket since
If you
that
do
stopped.
anything to violate that or make my public unsafe, huh? Do you understand?
Sir, I haven't even gotten a traffic ticket since that stopped.
Okay, so Ralph, I'm gonna send her for a test now. We'll have her come right back. Depending on what the test shows, we'll go forward. If you want to leave me your, okay, so Ralph, I'm gonna send her for a test now. We'll have her come right back. Depending on what the test shows, we'll go forward. If you want to leave me your cell phone, let me make sure. Here, leave me your cell phone, and then I'll text you as soon as she comes back, and we'll go forward. Do you have a pen? Here, please leave me your cell phone. Thank you. And then I'll text you as soon as she comes back, and we'll go forward. Do you have a pen?
All right, the next is
Please.
page 21.
Thank you. Mr. Mancias.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, the next is page 21.
Mr. Mancias,
Yes, Your Honor.
you are on bond for an assault of a family member from April, and now you've picked up 2 more assaults of a family member. You are on bond for an assault of a family member. You're going to do probable cause. And now you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you. You're going to do probable cause. You have the right to
And
remain
if the
silent.
complainants and the
Anything you say
defendant
can
are
or will be used
married,
against you.
on November
You
2nd
have
of
the right to have an attorney
2024,
present. If you cannot
officers were
afford one,
dispatched
one
to
will
an
be appointed
assault
to you,
at
sir.
a residential home in Harris County, Texas.
And if the complainants and the
Officers
defendant
met
are
with,
married,
on November 2nd
stated
of
that she and the
2024,
defendant have
officers were
been
dispatched to
common
an
law
assault
spouses
at
for 9 years.
a
and that
residential home in
complainant and
Harris County,
defendant
Texas.
were at complainant's
Officers met
father's
with
house
the
having a
complainant
party.
who stated that
The
she and the
complainant
defendant
went to
have
move their
been
car so I
common
guess
law
to
spouses
leave.
for 9
The
years.
defendant
And that
became
complainant and
agitated.
defendant were at
The
complainant
complainant
caught up
caught
with
up
him
with
and
house
he was
having a
laying
party.
down on the ground.
The complainant
The
went to
defendant
move
grabbed
their
the complainant's
complainant's
hair and struck her with an
The
open
defendant
palm to the
became
face.
agitated and
The
laughed.
defendant stated
The
there's
complainant
no
caught up
marks,
with
there's
him
no
and he
proof I
was
hit
laying
you.
down on the
The
ground.
complainant
The
stated she
defendant
felt
grabbed the
pain.
complainant's hair and
Complainant
struck her
2
with
is
an
the
open
brother
palm to
of
the face.
complainant 1
The
and is
defendant
16
stated
years
there's
old.
no marks, so there's
Complainant
no
2
proof I
stated he
hit
saw
you.
the defendant
The
pause the
complainant
scene
stated she
because
felt
of the
pain.
vehicle being moved.
Complainant 2
And
is the
observed the
brother
defendant
of
cursing and
complainant
screaming
1
at
and is
complainant
16
1.
years old.
Complainant 2
Complainant 2
heard screaming and went
saw
back
the defendant
outside.
pause the scene because of
Complainant
the
2
vehicle
saw
being
his
moved
dad
and
holding the
observed the
defendant by
defendant
the
cursing and
wrist while
screaming
on the
at
ground.
complainant 1.
The defendant's
Whoa.
complainant 2 heard screaming and
So
went
the
back
son
outside. The
sees
complainant
him
2 saw his dad
holding the
holding
wife
the
down.
defendant by the wrist while on
Is
the
that what you're
ground.
saying?
The defendant's
Okay,
parent,
Whoa.
I'm saying that, so
So
the
the
brother,
son
complainant 1's brother
sees him holding the
saw
wife down.
his,
Complainant
what
one
you're
being the
saying?
wife.
yes,
Judge,
complainant
I'm
1 is
saying
saying
that-
that, so the brother, complainant 1's
So
brother
complainant 2 saw his dad holding the
saw
defendant by the
his-
wrist while on the ground.
Complainant one being the wife.
Yes,
Defendant's
complainant 1
parents
is
are
wife,
called
Judge.
and the defendant was let
So
go.
complainant 2
The
saw
defendant
his dad
began to
holding the
yell and
defendant
scream
by
at
the wrist
complainant
while
2
on the
again
ground.
and then lunged at complainant 2's
Defendant's
dad.
parents are
Complainant
called
2
and
got
the
in
defendant
between them
was
and the
let go.
defendant struck complainant 2
The
with
defendant
a close
began to
fist
yell and
to the
scream
side
at
of his
complainant
cheek
2 again and then
Complainant
lunged
2
at
struck
complainant
the
2's
defendant
dad.
once back.
Complainant 2 got in
Officer
between
stated a
them and the
reasonable
defendant
person
struck
struck pain after
complainant
being
2 with a
struck in the
closed
face, so he
fist
struck
to the side of his cheek.
complainant 1
Complainant 2
opened
struck the
palm
defendant
and
once
complainant
back.
2.
Officer stated
Now,
a reasonable person would
the
feel pain
complainant
after
in the
being
first
struck in the
assault,
face,
who
so
is
he
that?
struck complainant 1 with an open palm and complainant 2. It's Christian
Now,
Martinez. So there
the
are 2
complainant in the
complainants in
first
the
assault,
other
who is that?
assault.
This is my wife, Your Honor, Stephanie Martinez.
Christian Martinez.
Do-
So there are
do
2
I-
complainants
do we need
in
your
the
help?
other assault.
You're in enough hot water as it is, Mr. Mancias.
This is my wife, Your Honor, Stephanie Martinez.
So it was the wife,
Do-
Judge.
do
So there
I-
are 2.
so
we
she
need your
gets
help?
another round, right?
Yes.
You're in
New
enough hot water
case
as it is,
is
Mr.
against the same
Mancias.
complaining
I
witness.
understand, sir.
And there are 3
it was
open
the wife,
AFMs
Judge.
now. So there are 2.
So she
What
gets
is the
another
one
round,
thing I asked you
right?
not to do?
The
Yes.
new case
understand,
is
Your Honor.
against the same complaining witness.
And there are 3 open AFMs now in total.
Was there no
What
protective
is
order at the
the
time?
one thing I asked you not to do?
I understand, Your Honor.
Was there no protective order at the time?
There was a protective order, Judge. I was. There was a
Do we
protective
know if
order,
alcohol
Judge.
was an issue here as well?
This is a DVD case, so that's why we're looking it up.
Do we know if alcohol was an issue here as well?
They said that they were having a celebration at the dad's house, DVD case, so that's why we're looking it up, Judge. I would imagine, but I can't.
This was initially
They said that they
sent
were
to the
having a
ERD,
celebration
so I want to keep it again.
at the
I wanna
dad's
keep it.
house, so
Mr.
I would imagine,
Macias,
but I can't.
I'm going to
This
find
was
that you
initially
were
sent to the
complete
ERD
and utter
so I want to
danger
keep it again
to my
I'm going
society.
to keep it.
And there's only one thing that we do. Mr. Macias,
Guess what happens now?
I'm going to find that you are a complete
I'm entering now
utter
magistrate
danger
orders
to my
for
society.
protection on
And
both
there's
of those
only one
people.
thing that we do.
And I'm ordering you not
Guess
to have
what
any
happens
contact
now?
with either of these people.
You violate
I'm
these
entering now
conditions, I will
magistrate
have a
orders
hearing
for protection
as to
on
whether
both
I'm
of
going to
those
hold you at
people.
no bond.
And I'm ordering you not to have any contact with either of these people. I'm also now going to put a GPS monitor on you so I know where you are at all times. And I'm ordering you not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. Do you understand?
I understand, sir.
You understand? I'm also now going to put a GPS monitor on you so I know I'm going to make your bond so high you'll have. And I'm ordering you not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs.
Your Honor. Understood, sir.
Goes with you. You
Can I make,
understand?
one statement?
Any, no, more issues. I'm going to make your bond so high you'll have teeth falling out. Don't want, no, don't worry about it.
Okay,
May I make,
perfect.
one statement before?
No.
Steven, sign.
Don't want, no, don't worry about it.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.